delighted you're here, Master.
We've been with some of the staff.
Nice to meet you. I'm good.
How much more comfortable do you feel in the offense right now? I mean, obviously you're slowed in training camp with the injury. How comfortable coming in as a change of pace back, and if you have to carry the load?
I mean, of course it's night and day from last year, so I feel a lot comfortable. And each week I just, work to continue to build that confidence. Because you never know when maybe something like a bigger role will come my way, so I have to be prepared for that.
That role that you have now, do you feel there's more to come? Or do you feel like you're in a good spot right now doing what you're doing?
I mean, there's a time and place for everything, and whatever they want me to do, I'll do it. And if it's a bigger role, then cool. If it's staying like it is now, then I have to be obedient to that. So,
what's it like when you do come in and say like the third quarter when you have a tired defense trying to tackle you?
Wait, say that again.
When you come in like the third quarter after defense has already given up, say, 35 points, and they're kind of tired, and now they have to face you. What's that like for you?
I don't know. I don't think about that. I just play football. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean they could be a little worn down, but
do you ever notice them being worn down, or are you not thinking you're focused on that at all?
I think they are. I mean, they sometimes are, but I don't really think about that. I just play like any other play. So.
Just the season you're having, I mean, you sound like a very humble guy, but you're putting up big numbers, especially for a backup running back. Is this what you expected, Master, coming into the season? Just kind of, how do you feel like you're playing so far?
I mean, I feel like I'm doing good, There's always room to improve. But, I was just confident in myself and confident in the Lord that He had a plan for me. So, I still got ways to go, but so yeah.
The transition to what you're doing right now is difficult. It's not easy to be a guy that comes in. You don't take every snap, for example. Some backs do better with a rhythm. How have you? Oh my God! Sorry.
I wonder if it's interference.
Okay.
You guys seen Stranger Things?
It says it's overmodulated. I can't imagine.
Well, this will go down as one of the best videos ever.
I was good. This is.
So, Master, now's the time to tell us any secrets.
I was going to say, anything you want to know, nobody can do. What I'm saying is, guys, it's difficult for running back to not be that every down guy because of the rhythm that a lot of backs get into. How have you been able to get through that part, and when you've had your opportunities, try to make the most of them?
I mean, I don't know. I just, when my number's called, I just try to be the best, do the best I can, no matter. I don't want to make that an excuse where, not getting in the rhythm. When they call me, they expect me to be great. So I just want to do that.
What have you learned from J.K.? Because he split carries before when he was with Mike Weber. What has that conversation been like, and how have you been able to form a partnership with him? Tell us about that. How you've been able to make that work.
We didn't really talk too much about it, but just I traveled and I was at every game last year, so I just kind of took a look at how they were operating, and you just got to be ready at any point because you never know when you're gonna get that shot. So,
Master, Justin yesterday said Ryan told a few people that you guys haven't reached your potential yet as an offense. Do you agree with Coach Day's assessment? And if so, what are you guys capable of?
You just continue to get better. Like, it's always stuff to work on. You can't be perfect in this life, so that's all it is. Yeah, but
he's not saying you should be scoring 100 every game. In other words, is what you're telling me.
I mean,
Hey, describe your running style. If you're giving yourself like a
Uh,
self-scouting report, how would you describe yourself?
Just north and south. Not a lot of cuts. I got speed to run past you, and I can run over you. So.
And you were tested at 4.3 in the 40 over the summer. Is that? I'm sure it didn't surprise you. I'm sure that had happened before in your life. Just is that when was the first time you tested that fast? And did that obviously didn't take you by surprise, I imagine.
No, I've kind of trained. I've trained 40s, in high school and all that, and worked on my speed a lot in high school. So I've ran that before in the previous. So.
Master, you run angry, you think?
Of course.
Yeah, you run with a head of steam, man. It's just, where does that come from? Where do you get that? When you touch the ball, you just get a mad on? I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, I kind of had to grow with that, and I wasn't necessarily like that last year. I kind of had to train myself to be that way. So.
Master, you are just about on pace for 1,000 yards this year. Have you? Are you aware of that? Are you looking at that? Is that something that you've maybe at the beginning of the season put out there as something you wanted, or?
I didn't. I mean, of course, you kind of look at those things, but if you just going every, that's like. I mean, yeah, I've kind of been looking at that, but it's not like a main focus for me. I just want to, do whatever I can for the team. If that happens, that'd be great.
Does it surprise you that that's out there for you this year? Being, J.K.
No.
was going to get the bulk of the carries.
No, it doesn't surprise me.
Master, yeah, two quickies long. Number one, when did you discover you were almost like a one-cut guy? I mean, you plant your foot and go. Have you always been that kind of running back?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. This is how I developed.
A lot of guys like to,
Yeah,
jump
I
around.
guess this is how I developed how my body, training over the years, growing up. This is how I was all the time. So.
Yeah. And number two, y'all are coming off the greatest passing year in Ohio State history a year ago. Are you a little surprised that y'all are sitting here with such a great running game this year? I mean, what is it? Maybe in the spring preseason camp or as the season developed, it showed you y'all might go this direction.
I'm not surprised, but people probably had doubts. But
Yeah.
we know how we work here, and we just want that work to come to fruition when the time comes. So.
What does it mean to a team